Hey everyone, this is my last vlog post that I will be doing. I must say I'm super excited that student teaching is over, just because it was difficult and tiring, but at the same time it's a little bittersweet because it was really good as well. I had such a great cooperating teacher, and my experience was really a good experience. I learned a whole lot from it, and I'm happy that I made it through, but I'm also happy that it was such a good experience. Um, so as everyone knows, I was at a middle school teaching 6th grade social studies and language arts, and now after 2-3 months that has come to a close, and will be my last post about this experience. I've learned so much. Probably the number one thing that I have learned from my cooperating teacher is how to be compassionate towards my students and how to establish a relationship with my students from the get-go. My cooperating teacher was great at a lot of things, and establishing that connection with the students, having the students trust her, but also holding the students to a really high expectation was really cool to see, and I learned a whole lot from that. I plan on holding my students to the standards, the high expectations and standards that she's held her students, and she genuinely cared about the students, and she cared about what they were learning. She had true compassion for each and every one of her students. She rarely showed favoritism, ever, really. She never showed it, and she just treated everyone equally, treated everyone evenly, and I learned a lot from her about that. She was also great at giving me feedback, and she taught me the importance of really reflecting on my lessons, learning from others, from her feedback, and figuring out what I can do to make it better, and what was really great about it. So that was really cool. And then from the program in general, just from this whole culmination of becoming a teacher, I have learned so much about lesson planning and instructing and making meaningful and effective lessons that engage the kids and help them remember and learn the material. That has been such a good lesson for me, and I've learned a lot about that. I've learned a lot about how to create a lesson plan from start to finish, how to time it out, how to do my just do it's and my wrap it up so that everything is cohesive and together. That's been a good experience. I've learned a lot about technology. I've been able to incorporate a lot of technology in the classroom that I thought I wasn't going to be able to do. But I've used iPods and downloaded a flashcard app for those. I used Google Earth. I used History.com interactive website. I used a bunch of other things. One of the other things that I felt like I grew in was, along with the technology, was using the smartboards. Smartboards scared me a little bit, and now they don't. I felt pretty good about it. I learned a lot about them. I also, one of the things that I started off at the beginning of the my student teaching experience, I was really nervous to be in a full inclusion environment. I didn't know how I could handle that, how I would handle that, just because I'd never really been exposed to a full inclusion environment before. But I have to say that the middle school that I was at did a full inclusion environment really well. It was great to see how well the inclusion students really learned, and how they worked with all the other students, and how they were accepted by everyone in the class. And I forged really great relationships and connections with those students, and that was probably one of the highlights of my student teaching experience. So along those lines, I grew a lot this semester, and as happy as I am that it's over, just because I'm ready to graduate and get my own classroom, I am also sad to see everyone go. I'm sad to leave my student teaching environment and leave my cooperating teacher. We had a great relationship, so it's a little bit bittersweet.